If I showed this on camera, is it backwards or forward?
Forward.
Okay. Love you.
I don't talk to me now. Yeah, dude, you want to take that off? You just are paying your quarterback $35 million to sit on the bench.
I mean, this is my team, bro. I mean, he's gonna get cut in March anyway, so I don't
It's
care.
not-
You know who needs comeback player of the year?
Joe Flacco.
Flacco.
Yeah,
Holy
Joe
shit.
Flacco.
And Joku.
People who get hurt and then come back and play. Like, I get bro died and came back, but, like, he hasn't really come back. Like, he was out of unit.
Yeah.
Does he really deserve it anywhere? Like, bro had a heart attack making a tackle, you know? I was crushing Hartley's, though. And I'm by crushing, like, dipping the pizza in the wing sauce, dripping in my beard, like, had to re-shower crushing, you know?
Jesus Christ.
I was fucking it up.
On my mama.
Wait, am I
On
still
my
after you?
hood. Just roll with it, baby. Just roll with it.
What if I don't want to?
Well,
I
you
don't
roll
want to
pretty good.
Just start now. It's fucking,
I've watched you roll.
I'm done. The table broke, dude. I didn't have a fucking choice but to roll.
Table broke and then boom, right into the locker.
And-
I was sitting on one of them like fucking desks at camp, and the
Lights
leg
out.
bent out and rolled off the table, smacked into the locker, singing "Kids Were Getting Restrained."
Ready?
No,
Oh,
I'm
No, Tim, you gotta do two hands.
got my lips ready, baby. All right, stop.
It's burning up, now the sun gone down. Lights in the distance, a forgotten town. No more. Oh, I'm on my way, so stand on the edge of the world with me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Brothers Chatter podcast, where Derm lectures us on where babies come from. Danny
That would be interesting.
shows us the proper way to clean a fleshlight. And
Wait,
I
you're
tell
supposed to clean it?
Mine was actually a good one this time.
it was.
Wait, you're supposed to clean it?
And I tell you about the time I ate an entire box of Fiber One bars, all in like a matter of an hour.
Funny
Good.
story, short story.
Wasn't a
When
good
I was
time.
working at Meadow, I ate one Fiber One bar, and that was a big mistake. Right before my shift started, I almost had to call for staff support because I could not get anyone to come to me, and like that was back whenever we ran with like 4 people. There was no one to come.
Yeah.
A case manager had to come relieve me because I was legit going to shit myself. That was the last time I ever ate a Fiber One bar. Fuck them.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I liked them. I didn't know they would do that. I
Yeah.
didn't eat a whole box. I ate like 3 or 4 of them. And it
Dumb.
hit me
Holy
as I was.
shit.
Yeah, it hit me. I didn't know.
Dumb.
And I hit it. It hit me while I was driving. I'm coming down Valley Road. There's nowhere to pull over. I'm riding on the edge of my seat like this. Like, I'm like this close to just stopping in the middle of the road and shitting over a guardrail. I just barely made it home. I'm pretty sure I shit
Been
down
there.
the side of the toilet.
Been there, done that.
I've been there. Not after a Fiber One bar. I was at Rocky Gap fishing with Paul, and I was not going to make it to a public bathroom or home. So, like, right up in the woods, like 20 yards into the woods, there was a giant fucking tree that fell over, and, like, the roots came with it, and it left a giant hole in the ground. So, I had shield from the tree. I took my dirty fishing rag with me. That's the only thing I had. And I jumped down in that hole. And I mean, I was done within 3 seconds. Like, that's how fucking bad it was. And I wiped my ass and left the
With-
towel there.
with worm guts.
That's so fucking nasty.
So you had a shit butt with worms.
I mean, I found the cleanest spot I could on the towel. But I went home and showered right away.
I hope.
I left that towel there too. So, I mean, they could have, like, got my DNA or something. But luckily no one came walking by because I was only 20 yards from the fucking trail. I could see the trail. Paul was my lookout too, but I didn't trust that.
Yummy.
Ew.
That was fun.
Well, hey guys, since we always start with wieners or dicks or I guess they're the
Sometimes.
same thing, but
Yeah.
shit, make sure you guys hit the like. We only got 8 likes this past time. Shooting to beat try to get to 15 maybe this episode.
Definitely like some
Maybe
double
I'll
digits.
Maybe I'll show some nipples or something if we get to,
Ooh.
above 10. But
We'll give you guys a link to our OnlyFans page.
Those are some nice nips too.
hey, you all wanted to see the OnlyFans page. We've been working on it.
Yes,
Three-
sir.
3 brothers and a flashlight.
And some of that will be on a calendar next year.
Yes, I'm excited for the calendar. I'm also excited for our Christmas album because I definitely think we should do that.
No, yeah, I'm down for it because I just gotta learn some of the
Absolutely.
song.
I got you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already did practice last week, so you didn't do.
He lip sang. He didn't even. No sound came out of his mouth when we were singing.
I'm not doing it for free.
Well, all of those. It was all the wrong words, the ones he was singing.
Fuck you.
So.
To be fair, I thought fucking Holy Infantry was the fucking lyrics.
I'll never hear that song the same way.
I know. Think about it.
Right?
Mm.
Anyway. Well, it's almost 2024, guys. We have, 3 days?
Bringing in the new year.
30. Yep. So, I don't know how your guys' 2023 has been. Mine's been boring. And,
You haven't worked all 2023.
well, we're not going to go there because that's not my fault. But, hopefully
Way to
good
go,
things.
Linda.
Linda.
She gave you the genes of the knees, dude.
Her knees are fine.
Yeah, but maybe before her it wasn't fine. You know?
Everybody in my family's knees are fine. Well, no, dad's were kind of bad.
Maybe you're adopted.
All
Then.
right.
I think.
I will say
But
you don't
anyway,
look like him.
I I look like my mom.
Yeah, he looks like mom's side of the family.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping 2024 is good for everybody. We at Brothers Chatter have big things coming in 2024.
Yeah, 2024 is gonna be a big year.
Yep. So, with us ringing in the new year, I figured we'd do a little public service announcement. Because, we don't want everybody, just anyone, coming into 2024. Some of y'all need to keep your asses back in 2023.
Hey, we're not saying to kill yourself either.
No, reevaluate your lives. Reevaluate your lives a little bit. But I have a few examples of some people who should stay back and reevaluate. Once you do, then we'll decide if you can come to 2024. So, number one, if you suffer from liberal-itis, you should stay back. Reevaluate.
And what exactly is liberalitis?
What do you think liberal-itis is, Tim?
No, we asked you.
Well, I'm asking you. What do
No,
you
we're
think it
asking
is?
you. You're the one with the
Well,
nose.
it's itis. Laryngitis, all those other itises. You suffer from some kind of sickness. Your sickness is being a liberal. So, do
So-
you suffer from liberalitis? Because it's kind of sounding like you do.
So severe liberals or moderate liberals or all liberals?
Now we're gonna go with the severe. That's where the itis comes in.
Gotcha.
The
Okay.
the liberal itis, you're too severe. Normal liberals I can handle. Number two, if you are one that believe that mask mandates are effective, or any of the other
Hey,
junk
they
that
help.
comes- No, they didn't.
They
Or
help
any
in
of
a
the other
robbery.
stuff that you were lied to about COVID and preventing the spread of the disease. I'm just saying, I'm in a household that 2 people have COVID. Guess who doesn't? 2 people in this household got vaccinated and boosters. 1 didn't. Just saying.
Yeah, but also like it could be their immune system is weaker because they leave the house often.
Well, that was even back whenever I was at work every day. Number 3. This is a short but sweet one. If you are a Zoomer,
To fuck
Wait, what's
the
that?
humor.
there's
Is
no.
that the new kids?
Yeah, it's Gen Z. They need to
Ow.
They need to reevaluate their lives because they are annoying. Short but
Yes.
sweet. Next one. If you struggle with identifying your gender, you really need to evaluate your life. I'm going to leave it as that. There should be no questions about that. And for the last one.
Wait, I don't think we're gonna have a strong 2024 because Marine just got us fucking canceled.
Well, you know what? You
Oh,
feel
guys,
strongly.
It
you
was
feel
nice
strongly
meeting you
about.
guys.
You feel strongly about the Jews. I feel strongly about that.
Yeah, but Jews don't get you canceled, dude.
Well, they could. And for the last one,
Them trannies, bro, they be fucking on it.
if you believe that you are a cat or
Jesus.
other animal and you use a litter box to defecate, this also includes thinking you're a non-living object,
Like a rock?
like a rock, like a chair, like a lamp, anything that you think you are and you are not. Biologically, scientifically proven, you are not. Reevaluate your damn life and then come join us in 2024.
Can we let some of them like kind of like at least dip their toes into 2024? Because I wouldn't mind talking to people
Well,
like that last one. Just as I
No.
just want to hear
No.
from them. I just want
No,
to hear their
Tim.
perspective.
no, because
No,
here's my
Tim.
issue.
Well,
We
look,
are
Trannies can come in. I'm cool with trannies.
Yeah, we know.
these are
We know.
kids in school that, and the schools are just as bad. They are just as much at fault for putting litter boxes
Ooh.
in the schools
Can't blame the school,
to
dude.
allow these kids to use them. All
Can't
right,
blame
number
the school.
one, yeah, you can. Why are they putting the
No,
litter boxes in there?
Because one, well, how, bro, as a school system, they're not trying to get sued. You should blame the fucking parents that allow it.
Well,
If the school system says, "Hey,
number,
no,
I never
it's
said
the
that it
fucking-
wasn't. I
it's
never
not
said it
the
wasn't the
school.
parents'
You
fault.
can't blame the school.
Absolutely,
Everybody's no,
everybody
you can't.
involved. Everybody
No, you
involved.
can't.
The kid,
The-
their
the-
problem.
Okay, so you're telling me if a kid comes to fucking school and says, "Hey, I'm a cat," meow, and like shits and wants a litter
Yeah.
box, the school says, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that." You know what happens? Boom, sued 2023.
Sued
That's
for
what
what?
happens. What is that shit they were doing with the bathroom shit, the trans bathroom shit? That's saying like you're not giving them.
All right, so where are you putting the litter boxes? Are you building
I
all
don't
new
fucking
rooms?
know.
all new
I've never seen a
bathrooms
litter
and
box in a
putting them
bathroom,
there?
honestly.
But it's the parents' fault. It's the kids' fault. It's the school's fault. Why are they allowing that stuff? It's just like the school's fault for allowing those books to be in the libraries of the schools. You know, the ones that are like all the queer books and transgender books for kids that are not supposed, like not of age to be learning that stuff. That should be up to the parent to teach the children. That is not.
I mean, I agree. In elementary school, that shit shouldn't be there.
I don't even think it should be there in high school because
Nah, because if you have here's the only thing I'm saying to this. Only
what
thing I'm saying to
subject?
this. Only thing I'm saying to this.
So
The only
sad.
thing I'm saying to this is keep the little kids out of that shit, bro. I don't
agree.
want my kid coming home in fucking kindergarten, first grade saying, "Daddy, what's a she-male?" Well, son,
Let me show you a video.
I got one fucking bookmark. Hold on. Nah, that shit should not be. I'm not even thinking like middle school. Like from 8th grade down, that shit should not be because that's where like your most impressionable fucking time is that middle school fucking trying to get in that clique. Leave that shit out. Let them figure out what's going on, you know. But here's the thing: if we teach like, you know, Black history and all this other history, technically that LGBTQ whatever, that is starting to become some of history now.
Yeah,
Let's be honest, it's
30, 50
becoming
years
some of
from now,
history.
it will be part of history, won't it?
That's what I mean. Like, I think you should teach it as in like, hey, this day is when everybody can get married, like stuff like that. Not like, hey, if you want to fucking be a man, woman, and a fucking cat at the same time, here's a book for you. Like, let's not
But
go
my
too
thing
far.
is like the Black history thing that's been in the textbooks for a long time, and it was a major part of history. The LGBTQ
but
thing,
this is also becoming history.
but they're not actively teaching that stuff in the classes, in the history classes. All right, so
It's still a touchy subject.
in my opinion, that whole subject isn't a subject that is in the curriculum for any education system.
You know where
So
he's at
it
right now?
should Not.
He's at when they started teaching the Black history in schools, and people were like, that's where he's at right now for this. Like, it's
But by
coming,
the
dude.
time
Like
they
Tim said,
started
it's
teaching the
fucking
Black
coming.
history
it's gonna
stuff,
start.
But by the time they started teaching the Black history stuff in school, we were already like past the whole. It had been years and years and years after the whole racism shit, and people had
Yeah.
kind of forgotten about it. But
Not
now
that-
it's
you're
like,
talking 30 years.
in my opinion,
Wait,
If-
we're over racist?
it's my child, and if I think it's every parent's job to decide whether they want to teach their kids about
Hey, time
that
out.
subject.
Time out. Time out. No, I'm with you. I'm not speaking on this. I'm with you. But did you allow your kid to take health class in school?
Well, yeah, you has to.
Okay. Now you could have argued with that. Why didn't
Argue
you,
what?
You could have argued that you want to teach your kid about sex and all that.
I want to teach them about abstinence.
I mean, when I took health class, I didn't learn a whole lot about. I learned more
I'm
about.
just saying that's the same. It's the same.
I learned
concept.
more
Like,
about-
you let a teacher who, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Luckily, we had a sub, so my teacher was a dog, bro. Like that, he was macking motherfucker. He was our basketball coach, so I knew he was splitting pussy up.
We learned
So
how
I
to
knew he knew
check-
what he was
check
doing.
for lumps.
Yeah, we checked for lumps on balls and boobs.
Our teacher
like
took
fake
us into
ones.
a bathroom and showed us how to do it.
Well, see, in 8th grade, this lady came from the Y and she said, "Whoa, wait a minute." Caught what Tim said there. She said that if we have sex, we're gonna live in a shack by the Potomac River. So
Damn.
That
was our
Ours was showing us how to put a condom on a banana.
I never learned that one. Ours was
yeah, we
just
never learned how to
feel
put a condom
breast,
on.
You had
breast and
who
balls
was
for a
it?
lump.
Miss Countryman? Is that who it was?
Yeah, I had a Mr. Countryman as my geography teacher in 8th grade.
That's
Bro
fine.
always had a boner.
Awesome.
Man,
No,
that's
like
a
dude,
habit.
because
And
I
McDonald
like,
sat in the front row.
I sat in like the island desk because like I was always had to like be segregated, which that's fucked.
He was
I was
segregated.
So like I was in like this corner, like he always like bro always had to like squeeze by me to get to the front of the board. Bro always had a fucking
At
hard
least you know
dick.
I had a boner.
Well, I don't know, like I think he was taking fucking pills, but like I don't know, like it was just weird
The
because like I'd be
original
like,
Blue Chew.
like it walked back and like I swear to God, like it would skim the back of my. That's probably why I got this line
How-
back here. And
Ew.
I had this shit. Listen, I had this line in the back of my head before I was even fat, bro. It's probably from his dick or them fucking.
How
times.
the fuck did we even
Probably.
get here? Like I haven't even.
I don't know.
Danny's public service announcement.
I
Yeah.
think Marine probably ain't take his fucking medicine, and then when he
did
don't,
today.
and then when he don't take his medicine, then he get my bipolar fucking going.
No, I did.
And now
I did
Tim's
today.
gonna go fucking sit in a dark room and fucking contemplate fucking life. So now all three of our mental health fucking issues are gonna go downhill.
Bro, my mental health is fine today.
Mine's
That's actually
going
where I
been
came
going
up
pretty
with
good.
a good idea.
Well, where's
Well, I
the
just-
where's the
Marine
one that
just
say Durden's a
was mine.
bitch on it?
That's fucked.
Well, that was a test.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I had to
Fuck
make
you. No,
sure it was
fuck
gonna
you.
work.
True.
No, fuck you.
Aw.
Well, since we're talking
Are you
about
sad?
mental health,
Ooh.
I wanted to start. Well, I guess
There goes my
we're not
mental
really
health.
starting. We already kind of got into it, but our first topic today, I'd like to really get a little brain buster going with this. How many holes does a straw have?
2. No, 1. No.
I'm gonna say one hole.
Think about this for a second.
1.
It's one long hole
Yeah.
with
hole.
two ends.
So you don't
One
think
hole.
it could be 2 holes? There's 2
No, I
holes
think
at
it's
each end?
one long. No, there's two
1
ends.
hole. 2 ends.
One long
hole.
hole with two
1 hole.
ends.
1 hole.
If you-
1 tunnel.
If you dig a hole from here to whatever is on the other side of the earth, that's one hole.
Yeah, but you got
One.
2 holes.
You're
No,
only
2
digging.
holes. 2 holes. 2.
You're
2
only
holes.
digging one hole.
No, you're
Two.
digging 1 hole. But how the fuck do you get back out of the ground then, Marine, huh?
What do you mean? I'm
You have to
digging
get back out the
through.
ground. Yeah, and then how do you
It's
get back
two
up?
holes if somebody else is digging a hole
Nah,
on the
you-
other
now
side
you
and
know what-
meeting.
Now you're trying to save yourself. You
Okay,
dumb dumb.
see, you just kind of disproved your point. So I have 2 thoughts here for the one holers. If you were to start digging through the, if you were to start digging through the earth, right, and you dig, we'll say 5 feet down, right, you dig
Okay,
5 feet
one
into the
hole.
earth. How many holes do you have?
That's one hole.
1. If you continue to dig all the way through, and you could survive through the warm temperatures of the of our core, and get all the way down to the other side, and get out the other side. How many holes do you have?
I still say one long hole.
No.
Okay, so
Now you're
So
just
you're
trying to be.
saying
Now
that
you're just trying to be that
to-
fucking
going
guy.
back to what you
Open-
said 2 people on opposite ends of the globe start digging. How many holes are there? They haven't met yet.
I'm gonna change it. I'm still gonna say one long hole.
No, they haven't met yet. So I'm here. There's
If they
someone
haven't met yet, then it's 2 holes.
It's 2 holes, but so once they meet, it now becomes 1 hole.
Yeah, once it connects.
How do you go from 2 to 1?
Because once they connect, that makes it 1 hole.
Bro, I don't want to be the guy that says you sound like McDermott right now, but
Hold
you
on.
kind of sound like McDermott right now.
Hold on.
All right, I think we need to let you stay in 2023.
This is 1 cigarette. If I RIP, if I break it,
Oh,
it is
that's
now,
blasphemy.
it's now 2 pieces. All right,
That worth
but if
fucking
I were
$2.
to tape it back together, it would be 1 piece again. Same thing as a whole.
Not.
So what's the definition?
if-
so
Tom,
it
Tom,
all
let me
depends-
get you smart. Let me get you smart. Let me get you. Listen here, prime
I
time.
am
Listen
not-
here, prime time. Prime
Smart
fucking time.
lights.
Bro
I'm
got
not
the fucking
going to
prime
check
time
smart
glasses. Now
lights.
he fucking thinks
From
he's smart.
you.
Bro, shut up.
No.
Listen, all right, say me and Tim are in my yard, right? I dig a hole 5 feet down. He digs a hole 5 feet down. That's 2 fucking holes. You're saying that's 2 holes. If I can enter in a fucking hole and exit out of another fucking hole, that's multiple fucking holes, Marine. It doesn't matter if it's attached to the same fucking tunnel. So you're telling me ants only dig 1 fucking hole? So ants only have 1 hole in their fucking ant colony.
Because they have
It's the same fucking thing.
Ooh, that's a
Thank
good
you.
point.
Yo, smart as a
That's
bitch.
a good point. I never thought of that
Smart
side.
as a bitch. Oh, sorry. I'm smart as heck, Linda. Yeah, you got one son that's smart as heck.
We're gonna try. So I do have a little bit of rebuttal because everybody knows me. I'm the
course
man
you do.
of 2 perspectives, right?
Bro did a whole fucking lesson now.
Well, so I don't totally disagree with the whole 2 hole perspective, but let's take that long straw. Let's flatten it down a little bit.
Ooh, why did you lick it like that?
I didn't want it dripping all over me. Let's flatten it down into something much smaller. How many holes does this roll of tape have?
1.
Ooh.
Don't do that. You're gonna say this has 2 holes, 1 here and 1 here.
There's an entrance and an exit, dude. That's a fucking
No,
2-holer, bud.
that's 1 hole.
No, it's not.
you
You
flatten-
you can put your finger in one side and come out the other, bud. That's fucking 2.
You're an idiot.
So based off of your logic, then hole cannot exist as a singular, because if there's an entrance and an exit, it has to be more than 1 hole. So to your
Yes.
point, there is no such thing as a hole. It
Yes.
always has to be holes because there has to be more
No,
than
there's
1.
gonna be 1 hole. Like if I dig into the ground and I stop after a foot, that's just 1 hole. Unless an ant has tunneled into my fucking hole and created a small little pee hole, now it's 2 holes.
So what you're
But-
saying is, if you take a straw and cut it in half, now you have 4 holes.
No, because it's 2 separate straws, you dickhead.
So you said each straw has
Why
2
would it be
holes.
4 holes? Because it's not. You don't multiply fucking straws, you jackass. You would just have too many straws.
That's kind of
You
like
just have too many
that's
straws.
kinda like-
you just will have 2 straws. Now you
Bro,
have
you're
2
making me mad,
straws.
bro. Now I'm grabbing my tits.
Good. Now you have 2 straws. All right?
Yes, you have 2 straws.
So
There's
there's
4
2
total.
holes. That's what I just fucking said.
But it's not a 4-hole fucking straw. You just have fucking 4 holes on your table.
Within those 2 straws,
It's
now
still a 2-hole straw. Yes, within
You
those fucking
just
2
said the
straws, there's
exact
4.
same thing.
Oh my
More
god,
angrily.
bro! You're trying to sound smart when you got caught,
No.
bro.
I
You
didn't
got
get caught
caught.
with
You
anything.
got
Just
caught,
wait.
bro. You're
Just wait.
dumb.
Just wait.
So-
keep going.
well, so I can
Bro,
kind of end the
dumb.
argument. There's really no right answer because
Yes, sir.
a straw is actually a tube that has 2 ends. So you're both kind of right. It has an entrance and an exit. Right, but it's
Fucking
not
1
actually a hole because it's tubular.
Bro, a 1-holder.
But according to science,
Oh my god.
it's 1.
The majority of people
No.
say 1 hole.
Exactly. That's an opinion. You can't
Yeah.
fucking run a test that says it's 1 or 2 holes, bro. There's no fucking scientific fucking
Well, it's a
experiment.
matter of opinion. So
I just
you
love it
have
let you argue.
the dumb people,
You,
and you
1-holder.
have
The 1-holers and the
1-holers.
2-holers.
Bro, you just disproved your fucking argument when you said about digging a hole. And then when you said connecting, bro, You can't like if you have an entrance and an exit, there's fucking 2 fucking holes. There's 2 ways in. If I can fucking put my finger in something and it comes out the other side, that's a fucking entrance and an exit, bud.
Are you
That's
writing
2
or something?
fucking
Because your
holes.
whole camera's shaking.
Bro, because
Sorry.
he's aggressively fucking writing. Bro,
Yeah, I'm
put
adding
your
one
nasty
more.
one whole ass hand off there.
I'm adding one more to the list.
Yeah, fuck
damn
you.
it.
Good, that's what you get, fucking little prime time ass pussy. Ooh,
Dude, that's hot.
fucking fat ass tongue.
Dumb people. McDermott.
Stay in 2023.
That's
But
fine, bro. Leave a comment. Leave a comment below and say how dumb Marine is.
Yeah, we want to hear who are our one holers and who are two holers.
Yeah, you don't want to be a one holer, dude. One holer is worse than being part of that fucking community Marine was talking about, bro.
I give up.
It'll fix it. Stop moving around so much.
Facts, bro.
I think it got worse.
Some fucking shades, dude. Can't see your eyes.
All right.
It would have fixed. Bro, put your fat ass tongue back in. Bro got me so fucking
So
ready.
damn right. So
Ready.
speaking of fat asses, I don't know that I'm gonna be able.
Ooh.
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do this every week, but I'm gonna try to incorporate some sort of game because you guys really like games, and I think our viewers
I do like games.
kind of like them too. It's just it takes a lot for me to try to create them. So this is a pretty simple game. Basically, you guys are going to blind
that's
rank.
so fucked up. Why is it a
Blind
picture
rank.
of me
There's a
with Marine
picture.
in my fucking body?
There's a
Wait,
picture of
time
both
out.
of you.
Wait, is Marine on my body on the one? He looks like he's wearing
No.
a Hugh Hefner
It's
robe.
all.
It's
our
from the Halloween episode.
costumes.
Oh, why does it look like you got a Hugh Hefner robe on? And why does it look
My
like my
jersey.
chest?
No, start over. What was it again?
It's a blind ranking thing. So you're gonna basically rank the girls as I show them 1 through 10, and hope that you get it right. Because once you have someone in a position, you can't move them.
Wait, so there's a right
We're
and wrong
gonna get-
answer?
There's no right or wrong answer. Just it may not necessarily be where you wanted them. You might
Are
think
we
it's
only going to get one at a time?
one at a time. That's why it's called blind ranking.
All right. Everybody's going in at the bottom.
You're just gonna start at 10 and work your way up.
Might as well.
I don't. I'm just gonna guess because I don't completely understand. what
So
we're doing.
basically, I'm gonna show the first girl here in a second.
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna put her like on a category where you think, because you have no idea who else it is I'm gonna have.
Is 10 the greatest?
No, one
No,
is the best.
one
One
is
will
the
be the
best.
best. 10. Okay.
10 is
Okay.
the
You're just
the worst.
ranking
Okay.
these
I got it
10
now, I got it
girls
now,
from 1
I
to
got it.
10.
All right, and I hope you're able to see them. I was trying to fit it all on the screen, so I hope they're not too small. All right, the first one,
Oh, fuck. That is small.
Wonder Woman, Gal. How do you say her last name?
Godot.
Gadot.
Godot.
Gadot. Is it Gadot or Godot?
Damn, Tim, you
I think
could've
it's
made a
Godot.
fucking pick this fucking
Or no, it is Gal Gadot. I mean, you can't go wrong with Wonder Woman, bro.
Yeah, this is the Wonder Woman chick. What if you guys click on it on Discord on your end? Maybe it'll make it a little bit larger for you because it's not going to
Well, yeah,
affect my recording.
I have it large size on my screen.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could do that. I thought it made me fucking.
No, it doesn't
dude, all
affect
this
me.
You can't go wrong with her, dude. She is smoking. I'm gonna put her at number 2.
Do I
All right.
rank 2?
Yeah.
I'm going to say we're going to start her at a 5.
Wow,
Are we saying
you got
hot or like their ass?
They probably also
Everything.
have everything.
Oh, okay.
All right,
5. I got high hopes.
next one, Scarlett Johansson, Black
Oh man,
Widow.
she was like one of the top fucking like maximum fucking girls for a while. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put her at number 4.
Yeah, I'm going number 3.
Wait, redhead Scarlett Johansson or blonde?
Just Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
All right, next, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Ooh. Yo, she got that deep, raspy voice, but I find that sexy. Her put her at number 7 for me. Kind of
Yeah,
like
same.
balance it out.
All right, you both got Blake Lively at a 7. Okay. All right, next.
Are there some like ugly bitches in here?
Margot
Girls, I mean,
Margot Robbie. Harley Quinn.
after, I mean,
Yeah.
no, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Wolf
That's
of Wall
where it's
Street.
at.
My number 2, right there.
Right where at number 3 for me.
Elizabeth Olsen.
The only good-looking Olsen.
Oh, I'll do 8.
8. Wow.
What? Yo, the only thing
You
that
put that-
screws me
you put
up
that
is
on
the,
mine.
Oh,
the
shit.
movie she did with Russell Brand, or not Russell Brand,
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
Oh, boy.
That movie.
That's a
fucked-
good fucking movie,
It's
though.
a good movie, but it's fucked, dude. It is fucked.
McDermott, have you ever seen that one?
Yeah.
The one where
You only want to
he's
see
her
it
dad?
once.
No, it's
Like,
a good
it's-
movie, though. It's a good movie.
It's like, oh damn, what's going on? And then you're like, oh, what the
Yeah, you
fuck?
definitely don't see it coming. Unless you saw the Korean version.
Throw a number. Damn, where do I got Margot Robbie's 2?
No, you got
Throw
her,
her-
Margot Robbie at 3.
Throw her at 6 for me.
Damn, you both are gay.
No, I want her higher. Like, she's higher than Scarlett Johansson for me.
Yeah, see, that's what this makes this fun, because you have no idea who's next.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis.
Number 4.
See, I'm not huge on her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
but she's
love Mila
number 4.
Kunis.
She's alright. Throw her at 9 for me.
You're so gay.
Facts.
How am I
I
gay?
mean,
Look
I mean, as you've noticed, like, yeah,
these
this
are
is
all gorgeous
they're
women.
all beautiful, so it's not.
I just feel like Melissa McCarthy is gonna show up on here.
Kate Upton.
Oh man.
I fucked up.
Oh man.
She's my number 6.
Man, Justin Verlander's a lucky dude.
Yeah.
Throw her at, what do I got left? 5, 8,
1, 5.
10.
8
Throw
and
her
10.
at. I don't want to throw her at 5 and then like somebody's
Yeah,
like,
you don't
oh
know who
yeah,
you have
gotta
left.
be there.
Can we get one move?
No.
She's like, I should have put Scarlett Johansson 1.
Throw her at 5 for me.
I beat my dick so many times at her. in
Yeah,
movies.
Scarlett Johansson's probably my 1.
Yeah. I should have did it, but I was like, you don't know, like
Megan Fox.
9.
What?
I mean, she's not my number 1, so
Bro. Between her, Jessica Alba, and Carrie Underwood.
yeah, I was gonna say she.
Before-
I wanna throw her- I
Megan
wanna
Fox
throw-
before the plastic surgery.
Well, yeah, like Transformers 1.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I want to throw her
You
at
know
1,
this
but
is
then
your
I'm like,
one. This
if
is your
Jessica
person
Alba-
you're allowed to cheat on your wife with.
but, well, and Jessica Alba, because
You- wait a
Jessica
minute.
Alba was my original number 1.
You're not allowed to have 2.
He was, yes, you have a list. Everybody has a list. But see, like, I don't want, what if one of them's Carrie Underwood? Or Jessica Alba?
Well,
Then
then
I
you're
feel
really
dumb.
gay because you're fucking a man.
You're so dumb that I really honestly believe that you still believe that story.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Tim did have some fucking points.
It was good, but it was all fake.
I don't know, dude. Tim kind of trolled me to thinking like he has some points.
Number 1 on asterisk. This is
Bro, pick your girl.
I just said number 1.
Oh god.
Transformers 1.
You
Megan
fucked up.
Fox. After that, no.
You fucked up. Because Carrie Underwood's on this
I don't
list because he
even care.
probably put her on this list for you.
Beyonce.
Then she would have been my
Man,
number
look how-
10. If
Look how quick he
If-
threw the black girl at number 10.
I don't like Beyonce. I've never been that big of a fan of her.
I don't want to because I have 10 left too. But like, you know, I like them fucking mixed girls.
I don't fuck with her.
1 or
let's
10, 1
go
or 10.
1. I'm going to go 1 because I have a weird feeling Carrie Underwood's next.
That's the dude, isn't it?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Thank God. Fuck it. Number 8. Go for it.
Hey, no, my number 10, baby. Took a step backwards in the
I
fucking.
mean, I gotta take him over Mila Kunis and Beyonce, but I mean, it's whatever. Number 1 through 7, I'm very cool with.
You know what? I'm happy. 1 through 9, I'm having a good time. Number 10, I'm just gonna hope that the transport is right and it's not as bad as it looks.
knows how to suck a
Actually,
dick.
yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'd fuck with my list. That's a good list right there. Up until 8.
So let me see. Who do I
No.
think? Who do I guess my question is, who do I agree with more?
A little sad though that like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj wasn't on here for me, but we'll get over it. We only had one black girl and
Yeah.
9 white girls. Well,
I was-
sorry,
I-
8 white girls and a white guy.
I almost
Like,
I almost put Zoe Saldana on here.
oh, well, who's the chick from Spider-Man?
Oh, Zendaya.
Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, you could have put like Gabrielle Union on there. She's
Isn't my
she's
1
hot-
through 4
pretty hot.
solid? If I could change it, I would put Megan Fox at number 5, and maybe like Scarlett Johansson my number 1, and then like Beyonce my number 2 or 3, because like that the
Yeah,
See,
I
I'm cool with,
think
like, I would switch Scarlett Johansson and Kate Upton for me. But other than that, and move Elizabeth Olsen up. Other than that, I'm good with mine.
yeah, I'm
So,
probably
yeah,
closer
Olsen would be my 9.
to I'm probably closer to McDermott because I agree with Margot Robbie, Scarlett Johansson, and Mila Kunis and Gal Gadot. The only one who I would move from McDermott's list over is Elizabeth Olsen. Like, I think Kate Upton and Blake Lively, they're all sexy, but my top 5 would definitely be those 5, so I'm definitely closer to him.
You have a weird thing for Elizabeth Olsen. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know
She's
why.
definitely hot.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
it's
know why.
what we didn't get. That's what we should have gotten as a child in Full House.
Yeah, there's shit. I thought that was a fun little game that I'd
Oh,
play
cool.
with you
I like
guys.
that.
Thank God I didn't pick the dude at number 1, because that would have fucking sucked.
I was hoping one of you guys would leave the number 1 spot open because when we did the Victoria's Secrets thing, you guys definitely didn't disappoint with that one. Or no,
I
that
had
was
a
McDermott.
feeling. I had a feeling the last one you were setting us up.
No, I had a feeling it
That's
was going to
why-
be Carrie Underwood. I just
No, I felt like it was going to be a. I felt like it was going to be a setup. That's why I threw my number 1 in there.
True.
I'm happy, dude. 1 through 9, I'm fucking girls, and then number 10, I just
You finally get to live out your she-male fantasy.
well,
Listen, if the other ones don't get you off, you know damn well he can suck a dick. He's getting you off.
I'm gonna hit it.
While-
I'm
while
I'm
drinking a
gonna
Bud
get my
Light.
word. I'm not gonna fuck the other 9 and then like get jerked off by him. I'm gonna fuck it.
Yeah, damn right. I don't blame you. It's all
Just
you,
drink a
man.
30-pack of Bud Light and you got
I'm
you.
gonna have to drink, dude. I'm sure I'll get fucking aroused. I mean, a leaf can make me hard. I did rub my dick on a tree there for
That's
a
true.
minute as a kid.
Oh,
so-
that's right. He's a dendrophiliac.
Yeah.
So
Fuck you.
there's a story been going around a little bit. Have you guys heard about the giant
Is that a
door in Oregon? No, it's not a pussy.
Yeah, why does that look like Frank?
It does a little bit. It does look like Frank. I
Bro,
thought the
that's
same
why my
thing.
Amazon delivery ain't fucking getting here.
This
We're
thing,
taking
this
pictures of mountains.
this is
Oh,
James Goebel. He's a former councilman in Lynn County, Oregon.
This is the giant door that houses the Giants.
So
They're
apparently he was riding down this road near the Cascade foothills and saw a giant kind of peek out around the corner and go behind this door here, and then it sealed shut. And it does look like a door.
It
kind
does.
of.
It
With
looks
a
like
little
something out of
peephole.
like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, and it's quite up there, and you can definitely see the size of it if you compare to the picture on the right. Let's show our viewers here. If you look at
This-
the picture on the right, how small the people are. What's that?
There's no way people really believe this, right? Like this dude.
Well,
is just
I mean,
trolling.
maybe. I mean, but how's that any
No.
different than
I don't.
Sasquatch
Or the
UFOs,
Loch Ness
Loch
That's
Ness
the
Loch
Monster?
Ness Monster.
Sasquatch and them are more realistic, bro. We're talking about a giant, like a fucking like.
But how? Like Sasquatch, we've never had any like real good video quality encounters with
Listen,
Sasquatch.
why, let me ask you this,
You at least
McDermott.
had more than a fucking rock.
So
Well, giants have been more. There's been more about giants just in the past couple years.
yeah, and
Like,
I mean, it's
recently.
been in lore for thousands of years. I mean, you also have to keep in mind. Obviously, this is not a real one. It just meant to look real. A lot of giants in lore. That's where the first stories of the gods started from. Also, keep in mind, all right, if we think back to prehistoric times, the reason animals were so big is because the breathable air was different. I don't remember exactly what they said the chemical composition of it was, but animals were much larger back then. That also leaves room to believe that, thousands of years ago, during the last ice age or before or after whatever, that there could have been larger versions of a humanoid species.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I agree.
That
with
was
But I'm saying now, like, bro's been living in a fucking a mountain. No.
well. There was also another news story that I saw about a year ago, and I forget. It was somewhere in the United States, and somewhere cold, because there was like snow everywhere. And in the video, they were driving down a highway, and in the distance, up on a mountain, the guy saw a large figure moving. And like, in order for him, he was so far away, in order for him to be able to see it, that thing had to be huge. So he ended up trying to find the spot where it was, like, in person, but apparently it was like blocked off by the military or whatever. But he saw the video footage of it. Well, then, like 6 months later, they ended up finding like a satellite image of that area, and there's like a giant building there. It looks like some type of like military compound or something like that, but you actually see in that satellite image a large figure that looked like a giant.
Or Photoshop like a motherfucker.
Could be.
Well,
Could be.
it could have been, but what that guy saw, like, apparently that guy had, after he went and tried to see what it was in person, people started following him. Something about, like, he ended up disappearing. Now, that's whenever I thought it was all like, just like a story, like a fake story or whatever. It was just satire. But then other people on like YouTube, they even put some of the clips on TikTok, but I saw other videos where people were trying to pick up his story and continue with it, but I haven't heard anything else about it since. So like the Giants thing, it's been more the past couple of years, but wasn't it in the Bible? Didn't they mention them in the Bible too?
Yeah, but I mean, think about it, bro. Like Tim just said, people were bigger back then. So obviously, like, we look at like a Shaquille O'Neal now, and we're like, God damn.
He's a
Like,
giant.
Yeah.
you're fucking like way bigger than that back in the day, like better quality of air, foods, like shit like that. People probably grew better.
Yeah, I mean, because according to the
Yeah.
Bible, people lived hundreds of years.
It just doesn't make sense to be like, hey, I saw this fucking giant, dude. He opened the fucking door in a mountain. He's just living in the mountain. That makes no
Yeah.
fucking sense.
I mean, yeah, they lived hundreds of years until the whole
The mountain will be
the
would have
Noah.
collapsed.
So I
Noah's
guess
Ark.
I guess this is where you kind of have to keep in mind, what is it that you believe to be potentially real? Like, so we can say that giants don't exist because where would they be? But like we mentioned for Sasquatch, right? And so if you say that that's not real, what about the Loch Ness monster, right? You would think,
I think that existed at one point. I think that shit's dead by now. I think
maybe.
it was just a really big.
Just look how much of the ocean, and not just the ocean, but like any large bodies of water that
Yeah, but the Loch
hasn't been
Ness monster
explored.
was like,
It's in a big
Yeah,
lake,
like
but
that
that
yeah.
lake apparently is a really big lake.
yeah,
Yeah,
really
and
big.
it all was not explored. So
Yeah. I mean, you could even open it up into more of the fantasy genre, wizards and magic and stuff. Do you think that there's
Fairies.
any part of that is real? Yeah, fairies, right?
No, I
Trolls,
mean, I think-
goblins.
yeah. I mean, I think the magic shit because people like the people like in Louisiana, like on the bayou, them fucking crazy witch people. They
it's
be doing
crazy
that
down
shit.
With the
there.
witch doctor.
Yeah,
and
they'd
stuff.
be doing that shit. But like, as far as like the look at me, I'm a fairy, like stuff like that. No,
Not that
I mean, look
kind
how
of
much we haven't explored. Like, obviously, it is possible that the giants are living in inside of mountains. I mean, you go to any of the large mountain ranges like the Alps or the Andes or anything like that. How do we know what's inside the mountains?
We know that it's a fucking thick mountain because if something was hollowed out living in there, it would fucking collapse.
Maybe it doesn't have to be all the way
Maybe.
hollowed out.
But it could be a door that leads down.
This like this
the
is
earth.
the
They
thing.
dig get tunnels through mountains. They don't collapse.
Yeah, but this like nothing's living in a fucking mountain. Like, that's fucking pushing it.
I mean,
Maybe.
isn't UFOs pushing it?
No,
I think it is
We're
because
not the only
they're saying
fucking planet.
UFOs have been here for hundreds, maybe
we've
thousands of
explored
years.
this fucking much of the fucking universe, dude. There's other shit
Not
out
even
there.
that
I'll
much.
believe in that. Yeah,
Agree, but they're saying that like UFOs, aliens have been here for hundreds or thousands
Yeah.
of years, buried in these mountains or under the surface,
I'm sure.
and we're just now finding it. So
And
why
some
not
people
giants?
say that we are the aliens, that we're not originally from here. That's why we're unlike any other species on this planet.
Yeah, it was like Mars or something. That
Well, I mean, that you could you're from
Maybe-
anywhere.
I'm not saying I think at one you know, the Giants definitely that like myth type shit, you know, that lore. I think back in the day there was really like that's why books were written about him because you would get that fucking guy every now and then. The Shaquille O'Neal back then for them, they'd be like, God damn,
I mean, it was
Red Giant. Let's write a book about him.
it's all myth until we're actually like living beside them every day, you know. But
And that may never
sometimes
happen.
it's fun to think about. I mean, now they're saying Sasquatch. The reason why we don't get good quality video or stuff with them is because they move between like realms.
No, that
kinda like-
Ooh.
them
like-
dudes are pushing.
Because like whenever they
Parallel
move from here to
universe.
there, parallel universe, they're moving between that to get from
Nah,
point A to
dude.
point B.
I just think people don't
So
get
they're
good
disappearing.
video because them things are farther away. People fucking quality on some shit ain't the best. Obviously, you're not gonna have. Plus, like, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm fucking trying to film a fucking little fucking Bigfoot walking, I'm gonna be a little nervous too, and probably not have the best quality. If I zoom in on my camera, shit goes to shit. So
Yeah.
you know, like, I get it. Plus, like, they're not really wanting to be seen.
I watched an interview on Sasquatch a few years ago, and it talked about like the reason we don't have like any real good footage of them is because they used the example of a panda bear in the wild. Apparently, it is so rare to find pandas in the wild.
Yeah.
So they compared it to that. The same thing talked about how there's actually a Pluto. It kind of keeps coming back and forth, but there's another planet, and it starts with an N, and I can't remember what it's called. That apparently,
Neptune.
no, it's not Neptune. There's another planet that you don't know about, like Nebula or something like that. That is part of our solar system, but it has such a weird oblong orbit that it only comes around like every 1,000 years. And that's where we're originally from. You ever heard that one?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I want to look more up on that.
Let me pull this
That's
up
actually
real
kind of
quick.
cool.
We'll just say 10th planet in our solar system. It started with an N, I thought.
Neptune.
No, not Neptune.
Nars. Nerth.
Nerth. You're such an idiot. I can't remember. We'll have to look it up at another time. But yeah, it was
Nudo.
Nupitor.
Nibiru.
Is that what it
No.
is?
Yeah, Nibiru. The non-existent planet, although not associated with Earth's doomsday. Wait, what?
That just sounds fake as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but apparently it's got a really wide or long orbit. So it only comes around every 1,000 years back close enough to us. But apparently that's where we actually come from. My only real question with that one though is how could it sustain any type of life if it has that long of an orbit? It'd be too far away from the sun.
right. We would freeze.
It would, yeah, it'd be cold all the time unless you're living below the ground.
And there ain't no adaptability from that. We're not adapting that.
Well,
quick.
I mean, maybe the ancestors of ours that we don't know about that are more advanced. If that's the case, that we could be, but that would be the only way to live. Is you wouldn't be able to live above ground. It would be way too cold. You're like living in Antarctica or worse. So it's just one of those things that you have to ask yourself, what do you believe in?
Guys
Giants.
One holders.
with big dicks.
One homers.
One holers, baby. One holers.
No.
No, I mean, I think it's cool to sit there and think about. A lot of it's fantasy myth, but it's cool to think about.
True. So speaking of big dicks, we're talking about men. I started having a little bit of a shower thought, but instead of doing a TikTok video on it,
My
a shower
God.
thought Steve, I thought I'd share it on here. And I think we've actually talked about it before. We've talked about our jaws, where our jaws are our double chins. I want you to take a moment and think about the male beard. What does it represent? Right? Not that it's a bad thing, but if you really think about it, the beard is kind of our version of a push-up bra.
Or makeup. I've heard makeup
I think of it more as a push-up bra. It's something, yeah, I guess makeup could.
to enhance.
Yeah. Well, to hide. Right? Hide what it is that you find unappealing. Right?
All right, so I kind of don't agree with that because I didn't grow my beard because I thought something was unappealing.
But maybe you keep it because of that.
I started growing my beard because I started watching Duck Dynasty, and I thought that look was really cool, so I started growing mine.
It's how I identify, dude.
And now
wrong
I
with
will
the beard?
never. I don't care what anyone says. I'm never shaving this.
Well, I mean, you all saw how I looked a couple months ago when I shaved my beard. It was awful.
I'm not gonna
Imagine
lie.
how I would
think-
look.
I think you looked worse than I did
Yes.
Yeah.
without a beard.
Yeah. I agree.
It was
I mean,
Now,
imagine.
this time, though, I don't know because I'm also bald up top. So when I gotta shave again in like another month or so, I don't know. I can keep the chin though. So
I mean, I have some pictures on social media of me pre-beard, and
it wouldn't
it
work
was-
now.
it was like
was skinny.
I was a lot skinnier. It was right before I tore my ACL the first time. It was like 2015 or 2016. That's when I started growing it. So a little under 10 years, but I wasn't trying to hide anything. I just liked the look. And I was never able to grow one before. It was too patchy or it just looked weird, but sexy as fuck now, boy.
Yeah, but it's just funny to think about. Like you said, when we have more weight, I mean, you see a lot of heavier set guys have beards, right?
You got fat faces.
Exactly. You have fat face, and the beard kind of brings it all together because it helps elongate the face a little bit, right?
Very-
For
very
me,
true.
everyone's seen I don't have a chin. My beard gives me the illusion to have a chin, no different than a woman wearing a push-up bra to give the illusion of cleavage.
But see,
Right.
that's the weird thing. I remember you pre-beard, and you definitely had a chin. Like I don't remember
But I
ever.
gained
it-
weight when I first
True.
quit smoking in 2009. I gained 60 pounds in a year, and you remember what I looked like
Oh,
before
I do.
smoking.
I remember.
If you thought I was a coke addict, you were wrong. But I understand your thinking behind that because I looked like a coke addict. You could see my collarbone.
You looked
I
like his
was
cousin.
pale. Right, I was 125, 130 up until what, the age of 20? How old was I? 26.
Can't believe you quit
Yeah.
smoking, dude. What a pussy.
Hey, I finally got over the 3-year mark.
Yeah, well,
So
For now.
you're right. Prior to that, I didn't have a double chin. I do have a little bit of a double chin, but it's because I really don't have much of a chin.
Oh, I definitely have a double chin.
That's why I do want to get that Jawser size thing that we were talking about the one time. I just want to try it out. Sit here a couple times a day.
I want to get it, but I don't know if it's going to necessarily work for me.
Yeah,
just
you might have to
because
look.
I might have a little trouble holding it in.
Maybe they have a gum version like for
You know,
older
it's
people
not-
or something.
It's not cool to make fun of me because of that McDermott.
I didn't even say nothing, dude. I'm just
No, it's cool. Just keep laughing over there.
dude. Fucking
Keep laughing over there, hot
quit
dog
gum-
neck.
quit fucking gumming it up over there, dude.
Calm
Fucking
down, hot dog neck.
gumming up the episode.
Hot dog neck.
Bro, I got literally
Bro, the
one
back of his
fucking
head looks like a
roll.
pack of
I
hot
got
dogs.
one fucking roll in the back of my head, dude. One. And he gonna come at me. You're missing like 12 teeth.
I wish
But that was because of an accident, though.
Yeah, mine too. I accidentally got addicted to food. Fuck.
I accidentally got headbutted. I mean, that was not my fault. That's all good. Look how much DJS has taken away from me.
Oh my god.
My upper teeth, my
His
ACL 3 times. That's crazy.
Yeah, but they gave you a fix to your
My hair?
You just have a
Like,
really
look.
bad gag reflex.
I did not have that many bald spots when I first started.
You should be growing it back now. You ain't even fucking there.
No, baldness runs in my family.
Damn. How
It
does
was
that
only-
make you feel that I chose
It was a matter of
to go
time.
down?
I tried. Like the past month, I was trying to grow it out. I was, doing a little fade, trying to let it grow out on top a little bit more. But then I actually noticed, like back here and in the back, it was growing really good. But she's like, you look at the top, and it's just
Yeah.
patch everywhere. So
I will say-
my flowing locks.
Yo, Tim, I ain't gonna lie. Tim kind of like his hair kind of started growing back in some of them places.
I did. Well, he was using that.
I'm still using. I have to
that
keep
stuff.
using it. It keeps.
Yeah,
Keeps
I
worse.
want to try the Hims.
Yeah, I saw the hymns.
I want to try that.
I'm
one.
assuming it's probably
Maybe-
the same product.
You know
just
what
don't
fucks
want
it
it-
all up, bro?
I don't want an itchy head.
Them fucking hats.
I don't wear a hat that often.
I don't know. You wore a hat a lot.
You did used to wear hats all the time, but there's no one really seems to know the truth because we all heard that growing up. If you wear a hat all the time, that's why you lose your hair. But is that actually true? Because a lot of people say that that's not true.
But I only wore a hat whenever I left the house. Like if I hadn't got a shower yet or something, like I threw a hat on, and when I got home, it came right off. Like
Yeah, and I mean, true. You started losing your hair. Like you haven't had longer hair. You haven't had hair as long as mine since high school. You
Yeah.
always kept it short.
yep. Right after high school was whenever I started buzzing it.
Yeah.
I hated hair. I mean, I had a bowl cut for my entire school life,
I had
and
them long fucking curly flows.
Yeah, I
bro.
almost
Like
didn't
Ruben
recognize your
Wallace back
pictures.
in the day.
your stupid cornrows.
I was just a bet I lost.
So
But, you know,
So we're talking about, you mentioned about being overweight, and sometimes I like to try to bring things in that, the healthy side of life, right? Have you ever heard of the term soup to nuts?
I thought you were gonna say soup kitchen.
No, not soup
The
kitchen.
nuts?
Soup to nuts.
Like what kind of nuts? Like food or like our
yeah,
nuts?
yeah, nuts.
Like people reeat their cum.
No,
What the fuck?
no, it's an
What-
old
like
saying.
what just came out of your mouth?
It's an old saying that has to do with how you prepare a meal and how you consume that same meal, what order you should really be eating things in. Some people still do this, but anytime you get a soup or salad with a meal, where in the meal do you usually consume that?
Start.
Starter, right?
Yeah, I just started.
Especially the soup. Now, I learned this because I do intermittent fasting. That soup, the broth, whether it's chicken, beef, or ham, especially chicken, it's definitely light on the stomach. It's a good way to start, a way to break your fast. That's why when you're sick or like if you're getting ready to have any type of surgery, you're allowed to have like chicken broth because it's really good for your stomach, help coat the lining, kind of helps aid digestion and really kickstart your metabolism. Plus, if you also consume a really good quality broth, there's a lot of collagen in there that's really good for your, good for
Bone broth.
inflammation. Yeah, bone broth, I love it. It's good for inflammation, good for your skin, hair, nails, all that.
Ooh, might start getting that.
So the term soup to nuts, the nuts part of this is one that you probably have never heard of, but the more I thought about it recently based on my current diet, it made a lot of sense. So before we had all these different desserts, pies, ice creams, cakes, cookies, all that stuff, right? You had your main course, you had your soup, your salad, and then meats, vegetables,
nuts.
grains, whatever it might be. You would finish your meal with nuts on the table, you know, almonds, peanuts, cashews, pecans, whatever it might be. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. They're high in protein, high in saturated or good, you know, good fats. It actually helps fill you up a little bit more and keep you full.
Nuts?
Yeah, nuts do. And I learned this recently over the last
They
few
do.
months as kind of like my afternoon or after dinner snack, that I'm really trying to cut back on the sweets since I quit smoking, I quit drinking. I needed something and I didn't want to drink soda. So I might have my my cranberry juice with my sparkling water. You know, I got one of those soda streams for my birthday last year. Don't make fun of me.
He's so old.
Or I'll make like sweet tea, and I make sweet tea like Mom used to make it. I put a little bit of sugar in it. The stuff that Chick-fil-A and McDonald's gives you is, I can drink it, but it's too
wonderful.
sweet.
It's the nectar of the gods.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was looking for like an after dinner
you just
snack
make-
because a lot of times we would eat dinner at like 5 o'clock. And I mean, most people know this. You don't really want to eat like any more than 5 to 6 hours before you go to bed. So after dinner, I'd go to whether it's football practice, baseball practice, whatever it might have been, and I'd take a little thing of trail mix with me, which I make my own trail mix because I throw macadamia nuts in there because they're really good for you.
I like
And
banana chips.
those, or I really like the little golden raisins. I'll throw those in, dried cranberries, and then even the ones that have the little candies in them, like the little chocolate morsels, because I can control how much of that candy. I might pull out a
Dark chocolate.
handful. Yeah, dark chocolate. I might pull out a handful, and there's a couple of those little candy pieces in there, but it's mostly nuts. I would eat that at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'd get home from practice at 8, 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even hungry tonight for dinner. We had a late lunch, but I had a cheeseburger for dinner, and that's it.
Ooh,
Nothing
me
else. Had about half an hour later, had a little cup of my trail mix. It's after 9 o'clock. I feel fine. I'm good to go the rest of the night.
So that whole process, like you do your dinner and that, and then you have your nuts. So like the nuts help you feel full. Like
And
how,
keep me full.
like how much nuts should you? Because like I think of nuts as like a small little snack. I like how every time we say nuts, he just cannot stop laughing.
He's so immature.
God, dude, you're about to high school or middle school. Jesus,
It's the way you came in with it, dude.
He
You
said
came in
nuts.
hot.
with nuts, I'm interested.
I like to have
I
my
want to know,
nuts.
man. Yeah, I want to have some nuts in my mouth. No, like,
So-
but how much, like, should a serving be?
A
to-
typical serving size is
I
about
mean-
30 grams, so it's about half a cup. I sometimes do a little bit more than that, but if I'm eating, because I eat a healthy lunch, most people know that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll splurge a little bit, but I do like my sardines or a good quality chicken.
No, that's
you know,
actually
some
cool. I didn't know that.
blueberries or
about-
some fruit, and so I eat a good lunch. I've been trying to eat better for dinner. So if I do maybe 3/4 of a cup of my trail mix blend, I feel like I'm not really hurting myself.
I'm actually gonna start trying that. I did not know that about
It does.
nuts.
You'll notice it'll keep you fuller. You'll eat dinner,
Oh.
eat it like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes later, and you'll be like, wow,
Don't lie
I'm
to him
I'm
though.
not hungry.
Don't lie to him though. The one, not them fucking. If the cashews are good, but the ones
Well, I mean, there's only so many I can.
you gotta watch the salt shit though.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I usually
I
try
can
to
get the new
get
salt added.
I try to get the new ones with the
Yeah,
extra
'cause-
salt.
The Sam's Club, bro, a bag like
Yeah.
this. It's like the almonds. It's
Yeah,
you
Wow.
can get like the lightly salted or no salt added or whatever.
that's the one I can't. Like almonds is the only one I have trouble with.
Almonds is my favorite one.
I do like
I love
almonds.
But they're the only ones that I literally can't choose. So.
Almonds
that
have
was
the
the other
highest
night.
protein content.
What almonds do?
Yeah.
I love pistachios.
When I lifted heavy, that's like back in the day, not like recently, but like back in the day, instead of like the protein shakes and shit people drink after, I would just eat like a handful or two of nuts,
Mhm.
like the
Well,
almonds. Shit.
I actually love almonds, and I was at the point where I had a big jar of almonds, and I was also doing the protein shakes too. So I actually grinded them
probably
up
over.
into a dust,
Into
the
a
almonds
powder, yeah.
into a powder, so that I could have them.
What
but
about almond
It
butter?
turned out to be too grainy. That's actually not a bad idea, but
Almond butter's
you got to
good.
get the
You wanna
real
get a
almond
good,
butter,
you
not
wanna get the
the
good quality one, yeah.
yeah, not the one with all the added sugar. That's actually a pretty good idea. I love almond milk too,
That's
but
smart.
almond milk doesn't actually have a lot of protein.
No, it's not really all that good for you. It's just a good alternative if you're lactose intolerant, but it's really not healthy. But yeah, check out macadamia nuts if you're interested as well. Macadamia nuts apparently are the new superfood. People even get the oil from that used macadamia oil in places like vegetable oils and stuff. But I'm sure it's expensive, just like
Yeah.
coconut and avocado.
I
oil.
saw a video about that. They have bags of them you can get on Amazon. They have different flavors of them too, but like healthy options and stuff. I might have to get some.
So that
Hey, New Year's resolutions.
listen, there's a reason New Year's resolutions don't work, right?
Yeah,
So
because people set the bar too high.
no, that's not it. I mean, you're partly right. It's funny that you brought this up because I talk about this in training all the time when we talk about motivation, because a big part of what we do in our programs is behavior motivation. Motivation will only take you so far, right? Think about any time you've ever been super excited about something, especially having ADHD.
Yeah, no shit.
How long does that motivation typically last?
As long as you're interested.
About average how long? Because you can still be interested, but the motivation goes away.
Yeah, I don't.
Use me as an example. I was going to the gym heavy for like almost 3 months. Got the hemorrhoid. Had to slack back for a week or two while I let it heal, and then it's like,
So, are you saying excuses?
No.
You make excuses.
No,
That's the
I did-
motivation goes
yeah.
away, and you make
no, I
excuses.
wasn't able to lift in 2 weeks. So, like for sure, I was told not to do it.
There's a
I was just
1,001 reasons to not do something. You'll always find
told me not to
something.
do it.
No, I get
No,
that. I
your
get that.
voice in your head
But
tells you to
what-
not do shit.
So you weren't allowed to at that time. That's fine. But why didn't you go back?
My
I got
my
comfortable not
excuse-
You
doing
got comfortable.
my excuse is I get tired of working out by myself. I need someone that's on the same schedule as me.
Ah, see, that's
That-
It is an excuse.
No,
It
because
is.
I don't like working out by myself. It's boring to me.
I
like,
didn't
I want
either. It's
not supposed to
someone.
be
I didn't
fun.
either.
Because Tim, I don't know if you remember, whenever we were doing logs of the different exercises we were doing, how much we did. I did that with Paul too, and I was going like consistently all the time. But then it was like something happened where my schedule changed, or your schedule changed, or his schedule changed, and I stopped going because it's like
I don't
I don't
get
know.
that. Like, I don't get like. I'm not saying like you're like fuck you, but like I just don't get when people say that. Like,
because
they
for
want to go
me,
with somebody like, cause like when I go, I don't like me and the two dudes that I go now. The one dude will chat like a motherfucker, but like me and the one guy, like we might say a sentence to each other that like 45
well,
minutes.
that's the
we're there,
thing.
maybe.
It's not
Well, I
even
don't
about
care
that.
if he's there or not. Like I just go. I actually would rather be nobody because like I'm music on in my head. Like
I'm like
fucking
that now,
rapping.
but before I was like Danny. I needed someone to go with me to help keep me motivated.
Well, it's
I
not
wonder
even
if it was,
about
like the
being.
Fort Hill shit. Like I'm just like
It's
like
not even about being social for me because we had headphones in and not talking to each other, but it was like we both had the same goal. We were both there comparing our results and pushing each other at the moments like where we were struggling, we would push each other. Or like if we saw something new we wanted to try, we would both try it together, and it was kind of nice to like be able to compare the results with each other, see what's working, see what's not working. But like we didn't hardly talk when we were there. It was
two
just
guys got like I don't know like it's hard for me to talk about this shit because people look at me, they're like, this fucking he
This-
got fucking.
This fat
Yeah.
fuck.
But like I like know a lot. Like I was very very healthy and in shape back in
Mhm.
the day. I don't know. Like it's hard to say like compare like what you're doing with like. All right, say me and Tim go. Me and Tim are. I put on muscle fucking quick. Like I build to like I put on muscle fast. I can live for a month or two and you can see definite like. So that would be unfair for me and Tim to compare advantages together, because like you look side by side at us and it's like, oh wow, he put on 15 pounds but he lost fat. He put on muscle fat.
So you
That,
brought
like, fuck, why am I fucking topped out here? Why is he still getting stronger? This and that. Like everybody's body does it differently. Plus what you eat, what you intake.
yeah.
What you're
Well, what I mean
training,
by
what-
comparing results, like I'm seeing his results and using that to help support him and
I think
like
that's where
and
people
give
fuck
him
up, though.
and
It
give him
is.
praise, and then
I
back
think
the
that's
same
where-
way.
yeah. Because like
Tim,
the
do
motivation.
you remember? it was over 10 years ago. When I first started going to the Y, I was going with Paul, Joey, and Craig 6 days a week. And I was going twice a day. I would go in the morning, and then whenever everybody was off work in the evening time, I would go again. And we would do basketball, swimming, and lift. And that's because I had reached 215 pounds. Never been that heavy in my life. I mean, I'm way over that now, but I hated that because that was before the beard too. So I had a giant chin. But I said, I don't want to be this way. So for 3 months, I was going 6 days a week, 2 times a day, like 3 or 4 of those days. And I lost 25 pounds. I went back down to 190 within 3 months. And I was so proud of myself, but I was also going with 3 other people consistently too. And we were pushing each other.
So McDermott, you brought up a good point, because I'm not just talking about weightlifting. I'm just talking about motivation in general. Right. Motivation only takes you so far. So McDermott, you said something else, because you did Fort Hill football, right? And so it wasn't a want to, you were required.
There was no fucking want about. I'd rather not have did all that.
Exactly. So what that creates, motivation gets you started. Discipline is what keeps you going, right? So I can tell you, I really didn't do much this week just because of what all we've had going on, but I have been able to go like a couple times. I've been going back for the last like 3 months. The motivation, I lost that a month ago, but I still have been going because I literally have to look at myself in the mirror and say, don't be a bitch. Because if not, trust me, there's 1,001 reasons. Oh man, I'm really tired, or well, I went for a walk last night. Oh, I did some push-ups last night. Man, the sun's out. Hey, it's raining, man. It's really cold out. There's 1,001 reasons, and all of a sudden a month goes by, and it's like, well, I'm not doing it now. I guess I'll never do it, and that's why New Year's resolutions don't work.
I'm gonna tell you this though, that discipline, because like your military guys, your sports guy, like. You get that discipline to go, and then all of a sudden, after football season's over, you're done. You're a senior. You're not playing no more. You're out the NFL, whatever. You're like, oh, I don't. Nobody making me. I don't gotta do this shit no more. And then you go a couple years without. So like, you still have to like. There has to be motivation. So the fact that you lost your motivation, not to like scare you, but if you don't find some motivation again with it, you're gonna stop going in this.
Yeah, the motivation.
It only takes you so
is
far.
The results that Danny's talking about.
Yeah, I agree with this one, because like when Caleb was going, like for the past year, every single day to the Y, I would tell, because I kept making up excuses, and I would tell him, you have permission to say to me, get up off your ass and go to the gym with me. And that was just one time, like, he could say that to me. And for the life of me, he wouldn't, like, he would keep forgetting about it.
And it's like, he was scared of you.
I mean, I guess, but that kind of sucked, like, because I wanted to go to the gym, but I found every excuse not to go. And I was hoping he would help give me some motivation, but yeah, count on him, little fucker.
Well, you should count on yourself, dude.
Well, no shit, that's what I'm getting at, the whole discipline thing.
That was a good one.
Fuck's sake.
No, I'm saying, like, bro, I don't know, like, I'm just saying to him, like, you're going to find a time where, like, you're eventually going to, like, the discipline only gets you so far, you're going to, like, I don't know how my, like, listen. Because I was like that too right before the hemorrhoid shit started. Like I was like that too, where it's like I was like actually enjoying it again because I felt like I was young again. I could already start to see like, bro, we'd weigh we weigh on like the work scale once a week. See like the, dropping the weight. I started to see some of the tone back on my arm. I was like, oh shit. But like, bro, my dude goes like 3 times a fucking day. And now, like, I know, like, he has to because it's part of his fucking job. Like, you gotta fucking look your best to get picked on for, like, the wrestling shit. But, like,
yeah.
Before that, like, when me and him lived together, partying every day, like, we'd be up to, like, 3, 4, 5, in the morning. Just, he wouldn't really drink. He smoked a lot, but, like, he wouldn't really drink because, like, the steroids. But, he would, like, still 2-3 hours gym. He'd get, like, 2-3 hours of sleep, gym. I'm like,
yeah,
waking up like fucking 11 hours later, like
damn tired.
That's too much.
He come home and be like, "Yo, you already go to the gym?" He's like, "Yeah, this is my second time." I'm like, "Oh, well, we're starting to drink here again in like another 2 hours. I probably ain't gonna go today."
True.
I don't know. Like, I just think some people are built different too.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I think it's like, I don't know. That's like an addiction.
And what pisses me off right now is like I've actually been thinking about going back to the gym for the past like 2 weeks.
So you both have it, like, you guys would be set. like with the ADHD, like shit like that.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if
because
you
I
can get fixated on that itself. Like, bro,
yeah,
people
because
like
I
with
love
that
doing
shit. Boom.
the research about like making a plan for exercises for the week. Like I did that 2 months ago. I just haven't put it. I haven't
Yeah.
executed it yet. But like
Then YouTube
right
videos
now,
on weightlifting shit and like.
Well,
dieting.
yeah.
Like,
I
love
just saw a
watching
new
that
one
shit.
on
I-
TikTok. This dude, you've heard of the whole HIIT training, the high intensity
Yeah.
interval training.
We
I
did
think is
that
what
shit
it
at
is.
Fort Hill, dude.
That shit sucks.
I found a
Did
new
that
one on
shit 12
TikTok.
years ago.
It's called Tabata, but it's like a 4-minute workout. I mean, it's really just a warm up and then working out. But I'll be honest, even just if you just did that like once in the morning, once in the evening, that would could
Yeah.
probably definitely lose some weight and even get a little bit shredded just doing those. So I'm actually thinking about looking into those because I'm all about maximizing my time
Bro.
too.
well, I know
My
this is
wife-
another excuse, but I'm waiting a little bit because have you ever been to the gym like the first month
Cheers, bro.
after the new year? It's
Go
like
early. Bro, you
well,
were
I go
up-
first
you
thing in
can
the
go
morning.
early.
before I even got off work. Go to the
Yeah, I
Y
know.
that early.
Yeah, when you get
Um,
Caleb up to go to school, go to the gym.
I should.
Bro,
But
was
like
up
that
getting a
month,
table together when I came to
right
this house. for,
after-
like, second. The fuck?
it was a vacuum I was putting together.
The fuck?
But anyway, it was like the first month after the new year. Like you see the most dumbass people in the gym because of the
Hey,
New Year's resolutions.
Don't judge them. Don't be
No, no,
judgmental.
no, 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 no. Because those people,
they're probably looking at you like that too, bro.
listen,
Maybe.
they'll be there for 3 weeks max, most of them, and then like you'll never see them again. But it's like
Oh,
the times I would go is like when they're all there. But yeah, you're right. I do need to get up.
I
Like
was-
when I'm up in the morning,
Bro,
just go.
I'm telling you, listen. From the both times I've worked out, like in my life, Fort Hill, like we did that shit early in the summers and stuff. So like I was going like 7:30, 8 at night before work. I think the morning time, like I'm after this week, like I already told the dude at work, like I'm gonna start because I gotta take my kid to school like 8:15, 8:20. I could be literally the gym's right up. I have no more excuses because I literally can go to the parking lot and go 20 seconds up the fucking hill to our gym and work out for 16 a month. There's no more excuses. And I
Yeah.
can literally do that, get done by 8, get in town to literally straight take him to school, go home, take a quick shower, sleep. That's the best. Like, I would rather do that. That way I'm going to bed drinking the protein shake so I wake up, my muscles feel a little better, you know?
Yeah,
I don't
Well, you
have
know
to
it's
go
a-
to straight work afterwards.
it'd be a cool idea because Caleb talked about this at the beginning of the year. Wake him up earlier and make him go with me because he talked about doing that and he hasn't
that's
been
the
going to the
I think
gym.
the mornings are the best time. Tim, you go early too, don't you?
Yeah, I get up at like 5:30 and I leave. I make sure Jeremiah and Channing are up and I leave
I just
before
think
they
it's like
even
a
leave.
great way to like. I actually liked working out before work because
Me
like I
too.
just feel like it get. But since I work nights, I don't want to like.
Yeah,
Plus,
Yeah.
we do physical shit at work, so it's kind of like. Some days when you gotta walk up and like you're on like a mix or something, you're like,
And there's a shower and I have a locker at work, so I just go to work and I have all my stuff there and I just shower at work.
yeah, that's what
that's so
we have-
weird though.
We have showers in
It's
our
really
fucking-
not. A lot of the transportation
go to
guys
Planet
use it all the
Fitness?
time. I do. I'm thinking about moving over to the Y just because there's more stuff available
Yeah,
and
you
But
should.
the Y don't start open till what 6?
No, they're up
But
at
that would-
like 5:30.
but that
Oh,
would even if they open at 6, I usually get there by like 6:30 anyway, so that would be perfect.
There you go, Marine.
Why didn't you take a shower at Planet Fitness? That's what I
Because-
used to do.
Because the
wanna work.
ADHD part of me, it was too early.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my structure going. I kept forgetting stuff. Like I'd forget a towel
Oh.
or I forget my belt.
Ah.
This way I can keep everything at work. I have soap, shampoo, I have my own
Yeah.
toothbrush at work.
Yeah.
I
And that was that one.
do public up showers. I can't.
See, that don't bother me. When I was on second shift, I was going right before work, and then taking a shower, bringing my work clothes, and then going straight to work.
Yeah.
It's like I can't shower like how people wear them shower shoes. I can't shower with shoes. Like I don't feel like I'm getting clean.
You can't do the shower shoes.
That's funny.
I feel like I'm not getting clean.
That's funny. Yeah, I
It's like
go.
I'm
There's
standing
guys in the
like-
transportation unit use it all the time. We just don't all use it at the same time.
I would hope not.
Yeah, because
That's
that'd be
kinda
weird.
I would walk in there butt naked with all y'all.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
what's up?
Jimmy will walk in when I'm sitting there showering. I mean, we're all adults, but I know Mike was talking about the one day. Why don't you go in there when Deez is in? I was like, I already feel bad enough about myself. Deez is a big guy. I guarantee Deez has a hog on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've seen it. No, I mean,
So, but anyway, so I was thinking about going to the Y, which sucks. I do love going to Planet Fitness. I like that there's so much stuff there. You don't have to worry about if they're being busy. But now that I'm 40, I want to spend more time paying attention to my mobility. I'd like to gain a little bit of muscle, but I don't want to be super bulky because I'm not going to be able to maintain it. And I'd rather just be lean and fit. So I also am looking for some yoga classes. I don't know if you guys remember, I was doing a good bit of yoga earlier in the year. I really enjoyed it, but it is, and this is another excuse.
Stop rolling your eyes, Durham.
I really have trouble working out at home. It's hard for me to get motivated. I can do some push-ups, but aside from that, I have trouble working out at home. So if I could go to a yoga class a couple times a week, that would be nice.
Fuck all that. Stretch at your house. Yo, Alexis just bought this thing. I can't use it, which I'm a little sad because I was about to get so hyped on it. But it's a treadmill, but it's not a treadmill. It's for like living rooms and stuff. I mean, it's pretty fucking like long, but it's like a small version of a treadmill. Like it don't have the handles and stuff.
I've seen
like
it. It just sits on the floor.
You get on it, like you walk on it, you can jog on it or whatever.
But it's like an under desk. It's like an under desk treadmill. That's
probably like 4 feet long, maybe.
Yeah,
I've seen some.
I mean,
I think they're cool.
Up to me almost.
I'm actually thinking about getting one. They're only a little over $100.
Yeah, 250-pound weight limit though. And they're strict on that 250-pound weight limit.
I bet. but see, that doesn't help me with the whole stretching thing.
I got some work to do then.
Yeah, I was hyped because I was like, yo, I can literally just like before I even get up, like I can literally fucking hop on the fucking thing, watch YouTube, my TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Like be at my own house, fucking walking butt naked, not giving a fuck. And then I was like, yo, what's the? Because I'm thinking she's gonna be like, oh, it's like 350 or 330. Because I'm thinking they want people to work out on it, you know?
Yeah.
Like 250. 250 is a healthy fucking weight.
If I was 250,
I would look healthy as shit.
Ashley has been wanting to get a Peloton. We were talking to her brother and his wife about it, and I didn't know you could rent them for like $89 a month. That's actually not bad.
No, because I mean.
It just still wouldn't really help me because I enjoy doing yoga. The yoga helps with flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
A treadmill at home like that wouldn't really help me out. Plus, I still struggle to do something at home. But if I could go to a class where I have someone who's telling me what to do, going back to kind of what Danny was talking about by going with other people, that would be great. Plus, you know, girls in yoga pants. You know,
Did
you ever do
sports people type shit? You know, like
did you ever do the yoga on the Wii Fit? Whenever that first came out, me and Ashley did it with Mom whenever it first came out.
Yeah, Mom
and I'll tell you what,
did it before.
My body actually felt good.
Oh yeah,
doing
yoga. I was enjoying the yoga. It was just hard for me to stay focused. I got tired of watching the same YouTube videos over and over again. I kept. You're really not supposed to do this. This isn't very mindful, but you're not supposed to judge yourself. But I kept judging myself internally when I wasn't able. It's like, this is bullshit. I've been doing this for a month and I still can't do the moves the way she's been doing it. The person in the video, she does this for a living, and she's great. Right. It's Adrian yoga with Adrian or something like that. She's great. But I kept judging myself, even though she's literally saying in the video, like, "Hey,
what are you laughing at?
Don't judge yourself."
I think very yoga thing to say.
It really is, but I think I would enjoy going to a class.
Well, if you decide to go to the Y, and I'm sure you're gonna still go early, let me know.
Go early.
I just said that.
I'm gonna say I'm your fault. I'm your voice now, bro. Go.
I'm not listening to you.
I don't want to.
I don't know which voice
I'm saying for
you. One of your voices is going to talk to me.
I'm saying it for you, bro, because I'm not going to lie, dude. You're down this slippery path of becoming.
Here's my thing, though. And
you want to be this? You want to be this, dude?
Here's my thing.
You want to fucking be this? You're already there. You just don't see it. You have a fucking gut.
I know I do, but here's my thing. And no offense, but you telling me you. I never said you weren't.
Oh,
I also don't have
my bad. I take it back.
You being my motivation and telling me go early or go now. Bro, you don't leave your house. Like I know,
My house.
no, I know that you being my motivation, you're not gonna get in your
don't have to
car,
leave my
drive to
house.
my house, and
No, why would I
get
do
me
that?
to go somewhere.
I'm
But
not.
that's what I'm saying.
That's-
Like,
I shouldn't have to do that.
but
You
you're
should. You should. When I
saying
say,
to
"Hey,
me,
go to that gym in the morning," you should go. I
But
shouldn't have to drive to you and force you
that
out. You're
doesn't
not an
motivate
addict.
me to go. Hey, go to the gym and go.
Well, then
That's
you don't want
not
to lose
my
weight.
motivation. I guess not bad enough. I don't.
No, facts.
That's
Honestly,
what I'm
bro,
saying, or else I
you
would have
know
already
what,
been
bro?
there.
You know what? Fuck Tim. I'm comfortable in my own body, Marine. I love me for
Wait,
me.
what do you mean? Fuck Tim. What I do?
You want to bring up this fucking healthy debate, bro? You know what?
I wasn't
You know
debating.
what? There ain't no excuse. You know why I stopped going to the gym? Because I felt comfortable who I was. I didn't want to change myself.
I
Going
don't.
to the gym is like getting plastic surgery, bro.
And it's not anything to do with.
I just want to live
dumb.
longer.
But well, it has nothing to do with how I look.
Living
It's
longer.
whenever I walk upstairs and I'm out of breath. That's where it bothers
That-
me.
Honestly, bro.
That's smoking too, but
Well, no, I wasn't because I got back into smoking. I haven't really like noticed it as bad as DJS.
Fuck
'cause,
cigarettes.
Like DJS, like I didn't realize how much I wasn't moving there. Like I know, like I sit down at my job and watch them like, play games, but, like we do walk a lot also at our job.
Well, most
So,
people
like-
do.
but see, I'm the opposite at DJS because being the supervisor, you have to be mobile. That's how I
When
was
I
able
went
to
back to
keep
the
my
job.
weight.
Not all
And
When I went back to
supervisors are
them
mobile.
groups, bro, them RAs were bitching for nothing. When I went back to them groups, beat up. I guess because I had like seniority, so I never had to fucking go get shit or do nothing
Oh, yeah.
anyway.
I
But
mean,
like
for
I
me-
was in the chair just cooling with the remote in my bro. I was the Durst of our time,
He was, and
I
that's
was
why I
on
hated coming around his group because it was like
bro. We were.
I
cooling,
couldn't.
though.
You were, but I couldn't get you to do anything. McDermott's always
Right.
sitting there. Usually, it was story time. All the kids
Right.
were sitting around McDermott listening to story time,
I was good ass
And I walk
RA.
in there and
DJ
I'm
S
like-
brought the good one.
and I walk in there and I'm like, all right, this is boring. I would head to the gym.
I was
Or
excited when you talked about coming back, McDermott. But I think
was-
I'm glad you didn't. I think the way things are
Thanks.
right now, I'm kind of glad you didn't.
I would have got fired.
You probably would have quit before you got fired. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty bad. But I've shared this before. I don't blame it all on our system. I mean, it's definitely partly our system, but it's also our
kids,
people.
too.
Well, it is partly the kids, but people are just fucking lazy. People
New
don't do that.
dynamic. I don't know. You just see it everywhere, man. It's just.
hey, this should be a topic. We're getting off the health thing.
No, that was kind of really.
The
Oh, I
DJS is gonna start depressing me.
Get facts. I miss.
We'll
But I
we'll
don't.
have to get back into the health stuff.
Yeah,
So.
I miss it, but don't miss it.
It's kind of like how
I'm the
I am
same.
with. It's kind of like how I am with the kids. I miss working with the kids, which is why
miss-
I try to go out to a facility every once in a while. But
I miss
don't
the
think I'll
job,
ever
not
go
the
back.
politics.
Like that's like I don't know. Yeah, I do. I miss like the bro. People were bitching.
Hey, lead life was good, wasn't it? If I could go back, I would have
It wasn't
never.
like it wasn't. It wasn't
I would've
like
never moved on from a lead.
it wasn't like. I mean, I even like the RA. It's just one in that job dynamic. Like this goes for prison. Like COs, juvenile. Like that job dynamic. You're never gonna have people coming to work because
True.
people aren't respected as employees.
yeah,
They feel
Yeah.
like they're taken advantage of. You hire some shit ones because you got to drop standards to get people there. Because nobody in their right mind signs up to be like, let me be a CO or a fucking juvie, So like, there's already something kind of wrong with you to think that was a good idea. And then, and then like I don't know, I miss even the bad days, man. I fucking live for them bad
yeah.
days.
Especially
I
when you
wanted-
had people
I
that
wanted
you
to
knew
fucking
had
get
your
it.
back.
Oh
you,
yeah,
you dealt with it. You
Our
walked out at the end of the day like, yeah, man, we fucking did that.
I
Our
wanted
old,
to get
hey,
problems.
our old second shift days, man. When
Oh,
when
bummer.
chaos hit, man, we loved it.
But that's what I mean. Like I miss that, but then I don't miss the politics. I don't miss being there for a few years, knowing the job, and then getting told I don't know the job. And it's not even like look. I mean, I'm blaming more downstate than anything. I don't miss some guy who's never worked in a fucking camp putting a target on my fucking back. Sorry, Tim. Well, he ain't there no more. So yeah, Wallace Norman, you're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking little midget ass bitch. Hope he see. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna tag
Oh
him.
yeah, because he watches
Well,
our shit.
No, I'm gonna tag him.
Listen. It's why I'm also glad that I'm where I'm at. That I didn't Didn't receive the recent promotion. I didn't have to turn it down, so it kind of worked out.
Hey, bitch.
Oh, so you didn't apply for it, or
I know I applied and I interviewed for it, but it was given.
you didn't get it?
No, I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
Who got it?
Damn, hey, bitch.
Who got it?
Why
Someone
don't
else
we
in my,
get put out
in
the
my
camera, bro? We're like on a podcast with this.
Did the person that got it deserve it, or
I think she'll do all right. I think she'll do fine.
who got it?
You don't know her. I don't want to.
Oh,
I'm not gonna put her name out.
I got you.
But yeah,
I want to.
I'm happy for her. So, you guys know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Dun, dun,
Game time. All right, so week 16 results. All right, the scores are close. None of us really scored all that much. McDermott, you maintain a 2-point lead on Danny.
Is that Flacco is the number one?
Joe Flacco was the number one
Holy
quarterback
shit.
last week. Brees Hall was the number one running back. Amari Cooper, obviously, was the number one wide receiver. Evan Ingram at the top ranks again. And then the Raiders defense was top.
Crazy.
As they held the Kansas City Chiefs, they looked terrible. But I'm going to give it to Antonio Pierce. He's a defensive guy. He was a smart defensive player. If he gets that job in Las Vegas, I'd be curious to see what he does with their defense next year.
He completely turned that team around.
Yeah.
I mean, they're second place now?
I don't know where they're at, but they're not out of it. So
Yeah, they're second place, 7-8, tied with us.
yeah. So so what's coming down? We got 2 weeks left.
2 weeks.
And even me, I mean, I do have a 30-point lead on Danny, but I mean, 30 points is nothing. One parlay can really change things. I'm glad it's coming down to this. I'm glad it's going to be close. It's really going to come down to next week.
Yeah.
To see what the final score is.
I thought this is the last week.
Oh,
No.
week 18. This is week 17. It's the last
18,
week
yeah.
for fantasy football, but not for us. Yeah, we got what if we have a tie? Do both people get tased?
I
Ooh,
think
I didn't
we
think
either have
about
to.
that.
I think we got to rock paper scissors best 2 out of 3.
Or flip a
I'm
coin?
not. I'm not doing
Then
that.
we both get
Rock,
tased.
paper, scissors.
We either both get tased or we hit rock paper scissors, and you got a 50-50 shot. That's your option.
Or we can leave it up to the viewers.
No, 'cause
Um,
none of them comment but your mom. And
Yeah,
she's
we
gonna
really
say
don't
get
get as much as I wish we were getting comments. We're not
I mean,
getting
technically,
comments.
if we ended up in a tie, we're both the losers, so we both
We
would get
should
tased.
both get tased. I mean,
No, because
technically.
technically it should have been an overtime though. That was my thing.
You like how he keeps trying to get out of
No,
it.
I'll get tased.
Because I already know. I can already tell you. He's hyped about it now. But if he ends up in last place, you're gonna see. Just like I've been asking him to get me selfies, and look, he's procrastinating.
put it
on
off.
He's
We'll have to go to his
I know.
house.
Bro,
all
all
of a
of
sudden-
gonna challenge us fucking YouTube
all
channel.
of a
Like, I
sudden
ain't scared of that shit.
he's not going to be able to acquire that taser.
I'll get it.
So, look, if it comes down to like a month after, and we still haven't tasered you yet, we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna figure out a way
we get
to
kick you
embarrass
in
the
the
fuck out
nuts.
of you. Yeah, that too.
Nah,
Or
I
more
already had too
embarrassing.
much trauma there, dude.
So,
uh,
all right, let's get it started.
All
All
right.
right, for quarterback this week, we're gonna go Dak Prescott.
pretty safe bet, right?
Sure. For running back, we're gonna go with my man CMC.
I haven't been able to pick him because he's always the first one off the board.
Nice.
You're welcome. For wide receiver, we're gonna go CD Lamb.
You've picked him like every week for the last couple weeks, haven't you?
No, last week I picked Justin Jefferson.
Did you?
2 weeks ago I did pick him.
Listen, I'm okay with you picking Cowboys because much as I hate the Cowboys, and even though this is a challenge, you know me, I won't pick Cowboys for anything. It's hard for me to even throw them into the parlay.
Which, I mean, what if they had Justin Jefferson? Are you not going to pick him just because of that?
Fuck the Cowboys. You know how I feel about the
I mean,
Cowboys.
yeah,
It is
the
what it is.
Cowboys, but like, do you actually have a burning hate for CeeDee Lamb.
We've been doing fantasy No, I have nothing against that player. But as
Oh.
long as we've ever done fantasy football, have you ever seen me draft a Dallas Cowboy?
No,
Never. Fuck
I mean,
Dallas.
I hated the Patriots, but I was still drafting Tom Brady
That's
because
fine.
the dude was throwing 50 touchdowns. All right. Anyway, so tight end. I have 2 written down, and I'm still
I
kind of.
had Njoku on my list and forgot he played yesterday.
Yeah. I'm still kind of torn between 2 guys. My gut is telling me Kelsey, but dude, he hasn't put up over. He's done 15
He's
plus
due.
points week 11, week. Yeah, he's been due every week, and every week he keeps putting up shit numbers. I want to pick him. Cincinnati's giving up the second most points to tight ends, but I think we have to go with the rookie stud this week. I was also thinking maybe Trey McBride too because he's got a good matchup, but we're gonna go Sam Laporta. Y'all can have Kelsey if you want him.
You already knew whoever's taking him.
I mean, go for it, dude. I've been saying he's due for 5 weeks and he hasn't done shit. Defense. We are going with San Francisco. All right, and then going with that, my lock pick is San Francisco over Washington.
San Francisco over Washington. All right.
Make sure they're still the. Yeah. For the underdog, I am taking the Raiders over the Colts.
I think I had that one. Oh, I don't have that one. Oh yeah, I got that one on there. Okay. Yeah, because they're not much of an underdog, but they are an underdog. I think it's like,
Yeah, it's
what,
like-
2 points?
No, it's 3.5.
Oh, is it really that much? Well, I guess the Colts'
Well-
offense has been doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's in Indy too, and I mean the Colts are 8-7, so
Yeah.
highest scoring. This week was a little tough considering highest scoring last week kind of like threw me off. It was Browns and
Last week it was Green
Packers
Bay.
and Panthers.
Yeah.
So I mean, and the matchups aren't really there, but I'm gonna say. I want to say Dolphins, Ravens, but I'm not. We're gonna go Lions, Cowboys.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. That Dolphins Ravens game should be, but if their defense plays the way they did against the 49ers, it may not be so high scoring.
Yeah, both defenses are solid. It's just they don't show up every week.
Yeah.
Lowest scoring with Jarrett Stidham playing against Ethan Stick. We're gonna go Chargers, Broncos. No Cortland Sutton either, so
All right.
it's gonna be bad. All right, let's see these parlays. God damn, 3 touchdowns for Dak?
I had to
What are you
raise it
doing?
up on fantasy. They have him projected for 2. Which
Damn,
is-
what are you doing to me? I mean, he can do it. He just hasn't done it since October 29th. It was the last time he had over 3. Swift. Ooh.
The hard part's gonna be the receiving yards. He was getting the ball. He was getting some catches earlier in the year, but he hasn't really been getting. It's been Gainwell who's been getting a lot of the receiving yards lately.
Yeah. And touchdowns. The receiving yards are 20? Bro, he hasn't had that since November 20th. He's only done that like 3 times this year. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I take the projections and I raise them up by like 5 or 10 yards to make it more of a difficult.
Devontae Adams with Aiden O'Connell. 7 catches. He had 1 last week. I mean, 7 catches doable because he gets that a good bit. McBride. The McBride one intrigues me. 5 good. Shut up, bitch. I mean, you throw this in front of me like on the fly. I mean, I got to do my research. That one really interests me.
Yeah, but if you weren't in last place, you could be looking now.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but we don't have a timer, so now I'm going to take more time. All right, we're going to go Trey McBride.
I figured that. So after you said about Trey McBride's matchup, I figured that'd be the one you take.
Yeah, it's a good matchup, and I mean, most games he's getting 7 or more catches. 60 yards ain't nothing. Was that a touchdown too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Let's see. What do I want to risk? Let's go 4 points for that.
All right. All right, Ethan, your turn.
My top QB this week, we're going to go ahead and take Sam Bradford.
Why are you talking like that?
Sam Bradford.
Is her.
What?
Fuck, not
Sam-
Sam Bradford.
Matt Stafford.
Bro, we should have not said anything.
I'm like, I don't think he plays anymore.
What the fuck?
Hold on. I'm searching to see if he's even. No, he's not even in the fucking league anymore. What the fuck?
Bro, I don't even know what the fuck.
That was
I
funny.
was thinking Sam Bradford in my head. Matt Stafford. My top running back, we're going. This one was tough though. Let me get ETN.
Okay.
Wait, he playing, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about him.
I'm gonna hold on. I might have to come back to that because I don't know if he is playing. My top wide receiver though. Who'd you take? You took CD Lamb. Give me my boy Justin Jefferson. No. Top wide receiver. Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, ETN's playing. He's healthy.
Alright,
No questions.
Top tight end. Travis Kelce. I don't got a feeling, but he's on the table. Top defense. This one was a tough one. Give me the fucking Buccaneers.
Okay.
Buccaneers.
Who are they playing? Oh, they're playing the Saints. Okay.
Yeah, the lock pick we're gonna take. We're gonna take the 49ers. Because God, if fucking Washington pulls that out, that's fucking sad. The underdog. Marine, sorry, but I gotta take Raiders too. Because it was gonna be the Colts, but CJ Stroud's back. Or it was gonna be Titans, but CJ Stroud's back, so I'm ignoring that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't vote for Stidham either. But wait, you're picking the what? Oh, the Raider. Okay.
Yeah. Highest scoring game. I, for some reason, think it's going to be the Packers Vikings. Silly me.
I mean, what's his face? Mullins. He didn't play too bad last week.
Lowest
I mean-
scoring, we're going to take Panthers Jags because Trevor Lawrence is out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is. They're just not that impressive this year, anyway.
And then I don't want to sound like a copycat to Marine, but Dak Prescott 303 0 turn. I don't know. That's the 0 turnovers is what kind of scares me.
Listen, just admit you're scared.
DeAndre Swift, I think he can get the rushing.
And the
But the
TD, but
funny
the receiving
receiving is-
yards, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's really going to be one of the bottom two, either Adams
Yeah.
or McBride.
Devontae Adams just getting the one catch last week. That's like, I don't know. I would have taken Devontae Adams right now if it wasn't for last week. So Trey
Yes.
McBride.
Just admit you're scared and you want to cock block me. It's okay. I understand.
No, because me taking the same parlay ain't fucking. You can still beat me out for the week. We're only 2 points.
Hold on.
But
There we go. All right.
go ahead and hit me with 10.
Well, I was going to say 10. Really, 10. He's trying to take that first place spot. Ooh. That almost makes me want to change up my parlay. I haven't picked mine yet, but
That just means I don't want to hit my parlay this week.
it's very true. Because I'm leaning more towards Adams, but if you're going to risk 10, I'm
Well,
almost
see,
half
to
tempted
me-
to go somewhere else.
Marine would lose 4, I'd lose 10, but like technically it's a 6-point difference. If I hit other things, like I could still be up on the point. So
Yeah.
if I hit 10, that's 50 fucking points for mine.
Yeah.
And
Only 20 for him.
I take the lead and I'm fucking solid for the last week.
You
I
would
can
ha-
just-
Yeah.
Unless one of us hits the parlay, you would almost
Yeah.
have to risk.
yeah, but
everything.
you would also have to put 10 up, which doesn't really affect you.
True.
But
Very true. Oh, give me something to think about. All right. So neither one of you took any of my quarterbacks. Huh.
Oh.
Dak. Well, Dak doesn't surprise me. Stafford. I mean, I like Stafford this week. Let me see this real quick. Who is everybody playing? All right. Ravens, Dolphins. I think that's going to be a good game. I think there's going to be. I don't think it's going to be super high scoring, but I think it's going to be some scoring in that game. Josh Allen always puts up, but the Patriots defense is decent. They're at home. And then Jalen Hurts. I like Jackson. Yeah, I'm going to go with my first. I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to go Lamar. He doesn't have to be the overall best. He's just got to beat your guy. I'm going to take my other two running backs are from the Saints and Buccaneers game, so I guess I'm figuring out which one to pick there. I think I'm going to go with Kamara, though. Wide receiver. Ooh. You guys didn't touch any of my receivers either.
There's some decent matchups there this week.
I mean, I have Justin Jefferson up there. It'd be really nice if Kirk Cousins was playing, but like you said, Justin Jefferson had a good week last week, and then you got Tyreek available. But I'm gonna stick with my initial gut. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson. Didn't think I'd get him.
Jay Jettas.
Didn't think I'd get him here, but I'll take him. Just like McDermott took Kelsey. Tight ends, I'm gonna take. I think he's gonna have. I could see him being involved. I'm gonna take George Kittle. He's underwhelmed a little bit as far as stats goes this year, but
He has.
I do like him. Defense, because I fucked up. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I forgot I had a good bit of Cleveland stuff on here. I'm gonna take the Eagles defense.
Yo, no bullshit though. Cleveland might be scary in the playoffs with
Yeah.
Flacco playing the way he is and Joku. That defense. I mean, they're
And all
11-5,
that
and
without Nick Chubb, one of the,
Or Deshaun
arguably
Watson.
the best running back in the league.
Yeah, and no
And-
Deshaun Watson.
They could actually still get the number 1 seed. Did you see that?
Yeah,
If they win out and the Dolphins beat the Ravens, but then lose their last game to who I can't remember who it's against, the Browns would have the number 1 seed. That's crazy.
Did they beat the Ravens? Is that why they would have the number 1 seed? 'Cause they would end up in a tie if
I
they went
guess.
out
I don't
and
know. I just saw
Ravens-
something that they would get the number 1 seed. If they win out, the Dolphins beat the Ravens next week, and then the Dolphins lose their last game.
okay.
Or this
Yeah,
week.
because they would have the same record, but
They
I
must
guess
have been the
it'd be like-
tiebreaker.
division record or something.
Probably. All right. My lock pick, yeah, I'm going to take San Francisco, Washington. It was either that or Philadelphia and Arizona.
Yeah.
My underdog, yeah, I had Raiders and then Colts on here, and then I had New Orleans at Tampa Bay. But I do, after seeing the way the Raiders beat the Chiefs, yeah, I think they can definitely beat the Colts. Obviously, I think that's going to actually be a really good game. I don't know. Is this the first week we've all had the same lock and underdog?
I just see a lot of cock blocking going on. That's all.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'd say said that last week, if I'm not playing a little bit of defense too, but I also have these written on my card. The only thing I don't write down is my parlays. My highest scoring. I'm gonna take Miami at Baltimore. I had the Detroit and Dallas game as my highest, but I think Miami and Baltimore. I think you're gonna see some more in that game. Lowest, I'm going to go Atlanta and Chicago.
Who's even starting for Atlanta this week? They just keep going back and forth.
It was Taylor Heineke.
Heineke? Yeah, it's Heineke.
And then parlay.
You take ours. I mean, you ain't really. But if you take another one and you hit it, like you guaranteed the dub. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
gaslighting.
Oh, I already know he is.
If you take ours,
Here's the thing.
You don't go anywhere.
I was leaning more towards Devontae Adams. The only reason I'm considering Trey McBride is because he put 10 down. That's the only reason I'm even considering it. If he had put up like a 4 or 5, I probably would have stuck with Devontae Adams. But that 10-pointer.
Well, at least you can admit that you're cock blocking.
I will admit if I'm playing defense. But I don't see Trey McBride. I could see him having a touchdown, and I could see him. He's projected like 4 for 50 yards. I think he's going to get closer to that going against the Eagles. Of course, if they're playing from behind, they'll be throwing the ball a lot more. So he could realistically hit that. But I'm going to stick with Devontae Adams. And
what you risking, son?
Well, if I end up losing this, it'll be because of this. But I'm sticking with my gut this week. I'm not changing anything. But how much do I want to risk? I'm going to risk. I do need to play a little bit of defense. So if you were to hit that, that's going to give you 50 points. I'm up on you by 28. I feel like if I risk 5, that would at least keep you and I close together, depending on how the rest of the scores go. Yeah, let's do 5. All right.
Sheesh.
2 weeks left. This weekend and next. Somebody's getting tased in 2024.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I still don't have 100% faith in McDermott acquiring it.
I can get it from fucking Mulder. The fucking
It just,
people,
if you lose, it's how quick you
I'm a
get
man
it.
of my word. I'll get it.
And we'll see.
We'll see about you. I mean, Ashley told me I can't get it.
All depends on if you get it or not. I already said I would do it.
I have it.
The worst part is I need to contemplate that there still is always that chance that I mean, we haven't really thought about it because I haven't even really been close to last place since the beginning of the season. We haven't really talked about me getting tased.
I'm not worried about you.
It could happen.
McDermott. I have a plan for these last 2 weeks, and I'm hoping that it goes the way I want it to, but we'll see.
He's hoping to get ahead of you so he can just copy all your picks.
Oh no! I have a system going on that I'm hoping it works out in the end, but we'll see.
Okay. All right.
Well, hey,
well, that is our last episode of 2023.
Cool. I want to do the outro, but
you are doing the outro. I was just saying that in it.
Anyway,
female tendencies.
So what?
Bro's supposed to think we won't know he wants to do it. Bro never said nothing.
I mean, I did start talking, so fuck you. You just shut over there. You just sit over there and look stupid. Well, I'm gonna keep going because I know he's like itching to play like Warzone and
Why
shit.
is he?
I'm just
Anyway, so yeah, last episode of 2023. We'll be back for 2024, baby. But hey, hit us with those comments this time. In the for the video. Let us know if you have any New Year's resolutions and if you plan on keeping them. Give us some ideas what you want to see for 2024 also. I mean, we have a lot of ideas still left, but we want to hear from you guys. Yeah, I mean, we want to hear from you guys too. So we have a lot coming in 2024. It's going to be our year. So that's all I got.
Knock on
We'll
wood.
see. Knock on wood. We'll see you guys next year.
Yep. Like, share, subscribe, comment. We love you guys.
Fucking wonderful.
Deuces.
Fucking wonderful.